Hi everyone, it's Robin from sbgcoop.com, and we are here working on our final, well, maybe not our final, I don't know, I might do a couple more, but this is pages 9 and 10 of our Great Pumpkin. And I wanted to just show you, this one I did a little bit differently, because I did things like I added, I don't know if you can see it, but I added ink to these pages, and I'm going to show you just the difference it can make when you use pop-ups and when you ink things. So we're going to just basically start with our regular pages like we normally do. So I'm just going to get this glued down. And the reason that I have these on all of my files is because the Cricut will only cut up to 11.5 inches. So I try to make everything so that it will fit within that 11.5 inches. So that you can actually cut the pieces that I make. This one I just happened to add an extra layer just because, I don't know, sometimes I like to be different and make it fun. So again, we're going to do this like we did before. We're going to put it against the one edge and center it with your eye on the rest. And again, I inked both the blue and the gray in this case. It's supposed to be like a night sky. So let's just get the other one glued down. And you can use score tape here if you want to. I'm just going to glue this. It's heavy cardstock, so the glue won't mess up my paper like it did before. So I'm just gonna get that next to each other like that. And I didn't ink the centerpiece, so I only did the top, bottom, and the one side. I didn't do both sides. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get this on as pretty straight as I can. Okay, and then our last one. So again, just so you know, I'll show you, I did not ink the middle section so that when the pages connect, it will look like, you know, it's a full page. So when you look at this, you can see there's no ink here. Down a little. This up a little bit. Okay, and then we will start with our left side. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is you're going to have this piece that's cut, and I added some ink and just did a couple things to give it a little bit of dimension. So I'm just going to glue this right down on the side here. And before I get that glued on too tightly, you're going to have a little branch like this, and I'm just going to get that tucked in underneath. There, and I'm not going to glue that down too tightly either. This is my tree, and I added some white ink to it, so I'm just gonna, I want to get this down. Maybe you could put this down first. If you wanted to, just to make sure it's underneath everything. And you can see what a difference just inking it makes. Just gives it a little dimension, makes it kind of cool looking. Okay, the next piece, let's see, I think, well, let's do this. You're gonna have a little owl here, and I'm going to actually use score tape, and I cut a tiny piece of foam. I'm just going to put the tape on the foam. You have to give it a good little rub so you can get it off. And then put another piece of score tape on the back. Okay, and he's going to sit right on top there like that. Okay. Okay, next thing, we have a staircase. So the staircase I'm just going to put right about there. I'm just going to go a little bit on the edge here. And I'm just going to have it raised up a little bit, but go right along the edge here like that. And again, I inked this piece right here, let's see, so you can see it, and I inked the railing just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to add our grass. Again, I'm going to pop up the grass. So I'm taking a piece of foam that I cut. I'm just going to put score tape on both sides. Okay, just give that a good rub. Okay. And I'll show you my grass. You'll have the pieces to cut both of these, but you can see that I inked them up a bit just to give them a little bit of, I don't know, creative design, if you will. I should have centered that a little bit better, but it's okay. I can put another little piece, I think I will, so it doesn't fall. So again, I'm just going to put another little extension here. Take this off. And I'm not going all the way up to the top of the grass, obviously because you could see it, but also because I'm still going to tuck some things behind it. So that's just going to lay right across the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to take our photo mat. This is going to sit under our grass and go right about here. And having the grass open will be good because then you can slip your photo in underneath. And then we have Charlie, which I did do in vinyl. So I'm going to get him glued down. He's going to go under our grass and I think under our staircase too. And then we're going to have a little tiny piece of foam, just a little like this. And give that a good rub. And this is going to go behind his rock, so I'm just gonna put that there. Get this score tape off, and it's gonna just look like the rock's being thrown into his bag. Okay, and then we have our title, which I'm also going to pop up. So I'm just gonna put the score tape on both sides to start with. Okay. Okay. Give that a good rub. And we're just going to put that right on the top there like that. Okay, so that's our left side. Just make it so you can see a little bit better. Now I'm going to do the right side. Okay, so I'm going to start with a moon, and I just want to show you, I inked it up so that it would just look a little bit more dimensional. That's just going to go in our corner up here. And we have another tree. And again, I inked this one with a little bit of white ink just to make it look a little creepy, you know. And I want it to go over the moon a little bit. Okay. And then you're going to have another tree that I did lighter, and you can see I inked him up too. And you don't have to, you know, it would still be cute if you don't, but all I did was I actually used Copic markers. And I didn't use them very fancily. I just kind of just did what it felt like I could do. And I'm just gonna put that about there. Okay, so I need to do the same thing with the grass on this side. And I'm just using like a foam sheet. You know, you can buy them at the craft store, whole sheets of them. I've had them forever, so it's kind of a nice way to use these things that, you know, I probably would not use otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to get that lined up right with the bottom. Okay, and then you're going to have a little house, and you can see I inked him up too. Whoops. He's going to sit underneath here, right on the edge. And then we have our two fellows here. One is Charlie. And he's just showing his friend that he got a rock. Poor boy. Okay, and then we have two photo mats that are going to sit kind of like this. Let's see. I'm actually putting them off the page a little bit, kind of up on the top here, so let me get some glue here. I want that like that so that I can actually get these photos in. After I get this glued down, because it's a little early to have all of my Halloween pictures taken. Let's see, I think I might put the house on top like that. Okay, and there we go. And here's our page. Again, it does make a big difference when you start adding ink and, you know, just popping some of the things up. But hopefully you enjoyed the page. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more videos.